What's up, guys? Platinum Waiter here. Today we're going to be going over um, this interesting deck. I think that this deck is decent. I think it's only okay, but I'm going to try my best to make it work. So, the main card of this deck is this Tyranitar from Journey Together. So, it has the same ability as Jellicent. So, if it's in the active spot, your opponent can't play any item cards from their hand. However, there's a few key differences. First of all, it's dark type, so it can hit Guard of War for weakness. Second off, it's a one prizer, so even if it is a stage 2, the fact that your opponent only takes one prize for it is pretty huge. That means that they need to knock out six Pokemon to win. Unless you have a Luxurious Cape, but, you know, um, usually this card gets very annoying when you have a Luxurious Cape on it, so, those two prizes that you give up are very worth it. And then with Cracking Stomp, you can 2-hit KO almost anything in format, especially with Brave Bengal. So it does 150 discard the top two cards of your opponent's deck. So this is quite similar to Hydreigon's Crashing Headbutt attack, except it's one less card. And honestly, this attack's kind of good. I mean, like sometimes you can like counter catch her up. Your opponent's like a bench sitter or something, and then you can just like discard the top two cards and start discarding the win con. I don't know, it's kind of funny. But essentially, the goal of this deck is to be as annoying as possible. So to do that, we can item lock with Badoo before we set up Tyranitar. So we use the Cheap Pollen attack to do that. And then we have a 2/2 Dracloak line. I think the originalist that I took this from had a 3/3 line. That's pretty good. Allows you to get Dracloaks out consistently, even if you prize some pieces. But I wanted to put in a few tech cards because there were a few matchups that I thought were really bad. Um, Only one Pupitar. I would like to have two, but there's no room with the text that I want to put in. Maybe I could just drop the enhanced hammer if I find it useless, and then put in a Pupitar. But yeah, there's that. And then there's a Pheasantipity EX. Now, this is a one prizer deck, but Pheasantipity EX as an effect is just so powerful. Allows you to dig through the deck and get your cards. So, it's really good for that. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, I'd rather have a Pidgey outline. It'd be nice to have that, but maybe we can explore that in future videos. We'll see. Next, we got trainers. Um, so this is an Arven deck. So you run 4 Arven. We also run. So this allows us to get like turn 1 TM Evo. Allows us to get our luxurious capes. And also unfair stamp. So any Arven after a KO turns into a disruption card. So that's pretty good. We also have 3 Iono and 1 research. This deck doesn't really have a draw engine, so I think it's really important to, well, other than Dracloak, I guess. So it's really important to be able to just refresh your hands or just get cards to play the game. So that's why you run a higher supporter count. I think that this one would be better as a Lily's. I don't know the full name, but it'd be better because you don't really want to discard too many things in this deck. We also have 2 boss. You need a boss effect. I'd rather run 2 boss rather than 1 boss 2 counter catcher. Because in some matchups you actually just want to be ahead. And then also counter catcher is useless if you're tied on prizes, which a lot of the time you are. There are some matchups where you're mostly behind, but even then, the 1 counter catcher is usually good enough for that. Then we have 2 Hilda and 1 Brock. This deck, from my initial testing, was very weak to Badoo, so I just put in some supporter search to help shore that out. And then we also got 1 Turo scenario. One thing that your opponent can do is to boss around your Tyranitar to turn on items, just like with Jellicent TX. And the thing is that like, if you Turo, then they can't do that. So That seems pretty good. Also, you can heal a damaged Tyranitar in rare candy or evolve into a fresh Tyranitar. That's also something you can do. Or if your opponent has two prizes left and you have Fez on your board, you can just Turo that up and guarantee that you have at least one more turn before your opponent wins, which can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing. So, yeah, those are the supporters. So we'll go into the items. So we got 3 Buddy Buddy Poffin, 2 Ultra Ball, and 2 Nest Ball. The reason why we have the Nest Ball is so that we can find Pheasantipity. I just cut one Poff and one Ultra Ball for a Nest Ball. We have enough supporter search for Pokemon that it doesn't really hurt that much. And also we have Artisan as well for extra basic search. Um, we got Counter Catcher. It's just a really good card. Most of the time you're going to be behind. Most of the time your opponent's going to be knocking out Badoo. So then you can just Counter Catcher up something to either stall or hit with a Tyranitar. Next we have Energy Search. I'm of the opinion that if you're running TM Evo, you need to run an Energy Search. It allows you to get that extra missing piece with an Arven. So it allows you to Arven for TM Evo like very, very consistently. Because sometimes you're just missing an energy. And if you don't have Energy Search, well what then? You can't TM Evo. Right? So, yeah, it's really good for that. We got a Pal Pad for recycling supporters. We only run 1 Turo, so it'd be nice to reuse those. We only run 2 Boss. It'd be really nice to use those. So those are mainly what we're Pal Padding back for. Once in a while, I try to Pal Pad for like an Iono, but the fact that we're running 3 now is pretty good. We have Enhanced Hammer, so this is more for the Dragapult matchup. I actually haven't played versus Dragapult since teching this in, so this card might be useless, so I guess we'll see. Just use it for like Luminous or the Neo Upper to make it so that you buy at least 2 more turns versus them. So, you know, um, those 2 turns matter a lot. Otherwise, Dragapult is 1-hit KOing you, especially if they have Jamming Tower out. So, yeah, that Dragapult's a pretty bad matchup, honestly. But, then we got 2 Super Rod. Honestly, I feel like this. I want this to be a Stretcher and a Super Rod. I think ideally we have 2 Super Rod, 1 Stretcher, but I don't know. I mean, we are running 2 Badoo, so 2 Super Rod could be okay, actually. Um, yeah, I think 2 Super Rod could be okay. Um, yeah, it's just a really good recovery card. Allows you to get 3 things back. Yeah. So then with the tools, we got 2 Luxurious Cape. This is how the Tyranitars can get some beefiness. You know, yeah, you give up an extra prize, but usually only really setting up like 3 or 4 Tyranitar over the course of a game. Usually you either win or do something by then, and then sometimes your opponent just like also goes around it. So, um, yeah, the extra prize from Luxurious Cape doesn't always come up. Sometimes it does, but the game where it did, I definitely outplayed them, so it's fine. Um, Next, we got Energy Search. I already kind of explained that, so... Oh, sorry. It's 6 a.m. Sorry. We're going over the tools. We got Air Balloon, so you can just Arven for a pivot. It's pretty good. Yeah, you have Badoo, but sometimes you don't want Badoo out, so... and then also Air Balloon, sometimes mid-game, your opponent might try to boss stall. This is like your way to get out of that play, so it's pretty good for that. We got 1 TM Evo. It'd be nice if there were 2, but honestly, most of the time you're just trying to Badoo anyway. Like, I guess you can TM Evo for like, if you have a Tyranitar up, so that way you can item lock and TM Evo, which is pretty good. But yeah, most of the time you're just kind of item locking, but it's a good option to have. We got Brave Bangle. So pretty much this is how you 2-hit KO the stage 2s. Usually what you try to do is just Brave Bangle, do 180, and then the next attack that you do, you don't necessarily need another Brave Bangle unless you're against a Charizard. But against Charizard, they're not 1-hit KOing you unless you take a prize. And also, item lock really bodies them, like really hard. So even if like they KO a Tyranitar, um, I mean they might not even get Charizard up. Let's be real. Um, it would be nice to try to fit in a Devo to kind of make that matchup a little bit better, but I don't know, space is kind of tight. Um, I don't think I went over Rare Candy actually, so there's three of them in there. Um, I cut one Pupitar for a third Rare Candy. It just seemed logical. Um, but with how much Badoo's running around, I definitely want two Pupitar, I think. So, yeah, two Pupitar, three Rare Candy. I don't know. It's just really good. Think the last card that or last item card at least, is the Ace Spec on Fair Stamp. So this is how you keep the aggressive decks in check. Um, even setup decks too. Like sometimes your opponent misplays and like knocks out the Badoo, and then you can just punish them with Unfair Stamp with item lock. Um, by then it's usually game because then you can just set up and their board's super undeveloped, so you just win that way. But um, Unfair Stamp is really good. I tried Neo Upper Energy and it was like decent, but honestly, Unfair Stamp is super powerful with item lock. Like it's actually unfair. Like it lives up to its name. Um, and then the last two cards are the stadium. So we got one Artisan. This is here just so that you know you can get your extra basics. Turn one. We have a lot of basic search, but you just want to make sure that you're able to play the game and set up. So that's why it's important to have that. But we also have Pokemon League headquarters. So I think this deck kind of struggles against Badoo. Okay. So against opposing Badoo decks, what you can do is you can Pokemon League headquarters, make them either have a stadium bump or have to attach an energy to Badoo, and that can sometimes mean the difference between having item lock or just setting up a Dragapult against Dragapult. But also against basic decks that can run over Tyranitar because they're so fast, sometimes that one energy prevents them from attacking. And with that, especially under item lock, where it's very hard for them to recover energies, because usually the energy recovery is items, with the exception of Sada, but then even then it's only one energy on two Pokemon. Um, this card is really good against those. Like it's actually insane. Like I think I came back 6-1 against a Raging Bolt just because of this card. So yeah, it's a really good card. I think this is what kind of makes Tyranitar somewhat viable. So let's jump on ladder. I'm really excited for the new set for Mega. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna hit 500 games again for this format. Let's be real, I probably will. But like, um, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for a new format. I mean, Gardevoir's still gonna be broken, still gonna be good, but like, you know, it's always new and refreshing. I like that. Yeah, this is definitely a deck where you want to go second. So the fact that the opponent chose first is a little interesting. Probably Terra Box or something. Terra Box is usually fine. We have Stamp to kind of slow down their setup. And then the two Luxurious Capes means that they can't easily snipe our pre-evolutions. So, so definitely either Terra Box or Raging Bolt. They're both fine matchups, especially with the Pokemon League HQ. So, I think here I'm probably just going to Arven for two Larvitar and then um, Cape one of them. And then just start Itchy Pollinating. Well, actually, no. Maybe I might get an Air Balloon. Just so that I can, like, pivot. Pivot after they knock out the Badoo, probably with Fan Rotom. And then follow that up with an unfair stamp if it's not prized. I mean, honestly, right now, because I could go for Counter Catch or Badoo. So honestly, depending on how many Dracloaks I have, it could be okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no. Okay, we're good. Yeah, depending on how many Dracloaks we have, we might be okay. I don't think... Honestly, it could be worth going for a Dreepy. I think it's worth going for a Dreepy. Like, we don't necessarily need... Like, it's okay if they go up 2 prizes, right? With a Fan Rotom. Like, as long as we can just disrupt them, we should be okay. So the goal now is just to make sure that my opponent cannot play any items ever. So for those old heads, this is very similar to Seismitoad EX. You're just making sure your opponent can never play items, while also doing damage. Yeah, like the fact that my opponent can't use Earthen Vessel to get energies in this card is pretty huge. Now they have to raw draw a lightning, which they did. It's okay. To even attack, so that's totally fine. We can pump the brakes with reset stamp, or not reset stamp, with unfair stamp. If we can get a League HQ, along with our stamp, that would be pretty ideal. Top deck rare candy. That's fine. Larvitar's good too. So we'll do this. We'll Arven. Let's grab ourselves the stamp and... Honestly, Tiamiibo's not terrible, but I think we want to just keep the pressure on. Maybe a Lux Cape. Do the one that we can evolve and then just stamp. Okay, so I think here we're just going to grab Larvitar Badoo and then just Pollen again. Not bad. I mean, this hand isn't the best, but that's fine. I mean, maybe we're going to force them to Burst Roar. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it'd be good for us if they're forced to Sada again. But they just Palpatted back in Crispin, so they're probably going to Jewel Seeker for Crispin or something. Like Crispin, yeah, Crispin Sada, yeah. Okay. I mean, that is all they need. All they really need to do is just stream attackers, so... Hmm. Yeah, we just need to keep the item lock up, I think, so... We're just gonna hope that they can't get... I can't get 5 energy in play, which, I mean, it's totally possible. Nice, we got rid of an energy. I mean, if they get it, then they get it, right? I mean, they did draw a Noctowl off the stamp. Like, if they miss the Noctowl, then, you know, it's alright. Sometimes the opponent gets really lucky. They do need 5 energy, though. You're 10 off. Unless they have a jamming tower, in which case this is an insane high roll, which sometimes happens. It is what it is. Oh, thank God. Finally, he missed. Or they missed. Like, I know that they run a thick Noctowl line, but getting that off the stamp is like, with item lock, is just like, good job, buddy. You're so skilled at the game. Nice, okay, this is pretty solid, so we can get a Dracloak and a reversal. We're definitely going to be behind for most of the game. So we can always just search out for a Dark too if we're tied or whatever. Hurricane is really good. So we're gonna take 2 prizes and tie the game up. Nice, we get rid of a Sada. That's huge. Oh man, this this is good. This is good for us. This is very, very good for us. Um, what is this? 3 Sadas down? No, just 2, right? No, there's 3 Sadas down. That's insane. So here I'm gonna thin out a basic energy. Recon for Fez. Fez is good. Not gonna drop it yet, but we can Hilda for Pupitar Dark. And just in case they run Bundle, we're just gonna do this. Since we're ahead, we can do that. Don't really need Arvin. I think we want to save the Pal Pad, so we're just gonna go ahead and prizes and just cracking stomp. Oh, we scored 2 energies. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, what's even more disgusting is if they knock out the Tyranitar, we can just counter catcher something up and stall. Like, it's hard for them to get Io now, so this is fine. I'd rather, yeah. We also have Ultra Ball for it too, so it's fine. Like, even if they knock out the Tyranitar, we can still attack next turn because of reversal. And they whiffed. They just whiffed. That's insane. Recon for Cape. That seems pretty good. I think I just want to bump their stadium. I don't care about giving them access to a Hoot Hoot. Probably have an INO. But I don't know if I want to drop the Lux Cape, honestly. That just doesn't seem as good. So I think I'll Artisan, maybe just to like thin a card, if they're even available. I mean, they just don't have energy, so I think next turn I might, oof. Oh, there goes the jamming tower. So if I get a Pokemon League HQ, it's like wraps, just straight up wraps for them. Okay. I mean, the fact that they had to use their turn for boss, like their attached for turn for boss, like, I mean, Rip, buddy. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. That's funny. I can just Turo. I mean, how many energy do they have? So they need their last grass to attack with this Ogerpon, and I'm just gonna bet on them not having it. Turo's a good top deck, but I could have gotten lucky with the INO. Let's just do this. Drop it. I don't. I think we could probably discard the second Lux Cape, although could be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what we discard. Broken. No Sada's left. It's wraps. It's wraps. It's wraps. This game is wraps. I mean, like genuinely, like how many energies do they run? Like they probably run 5 grass, honestly, since they're running fires. So, yep. Wait, dude, you just lose. Maybe they just wanted to scoop. Like, you're weak to dark. Like, what? Okay. That was funny. Game number 1 of the day. Sounds good. Yeah, item lock really screws with the Raging Bolt. That was insane. Wow, I hit level 65. Yeah, I mean this deck is just really good right now. Like item lock's annoying for Gardevoir too, and then the fact that like the fact that you can just hit Gardevoir for weakness too. Just yeah. I really really want Pidgeot though. Like the extra dig if you have multiple Dracloaks out is like pretty good, but oh my gosh, Pidgeot would be broken in this deck. Like genuinely. Like I could put the Fan Rotom package in, but I don't know. Like Fan Rotom just doesn't feel as good. Although since I'm taking out the Dracloaks, might be okay. But I don't know. I don't know. See, a situation like this is really like, yeah, we want Air Balloon. We're good. This is sick. Probably Nest Ball for Elias or something. Maybe they already have the Iron Hands in deck. I mean, this matchup seems fine. Like, yeah, they can KO a thing, but like, I mean, past that, you're just kind of boned. I think. Like, I can cape my stuff so that Iron Hands can't KO it. I mean, if I keep up the item lock, they're not able to recover back energy for Goldengo either. So, yeah. It's Buddy Buddy first to deck search. I think we're okay with this. Oh, we also have 2. So I think we're just gonna Poffin for Air Balloon. Sorry, Arvin for Poffin Air Balloon. That seems pretty decent. Also, Pokemon League headquarters can screw the Iron Hands too. And then next turn we can Nest Ball for Fez as well. So not super worried. I mean, they have to burn a turn jolting charging too, so Yeah, this deck originally had Monkey Dory, which definitely helps with some math, especially since a lot of decks can't really one-hit KO Tyranitar, but like it just felt too cute. Like I'd rather just attach to the Tyranitar, especially if you get like go ahead, you need two attachments. I mean it could be okay, but I feel like we need to shore up a lot of matchups, I think. So I don't have Latias. So if I can get a boss next turn, that's all right. Just go for this. We'll hold the reversal because I know that we're going to be going behind. So I just want to guarantee that I can Tyranitar. Recon. Yeah, I might as well, right? I think just in case they, I'll drop it. Then we'll just itchy. And like, if we can stamp them after they amp, like, we're in a pretty good position. Yeah, I think the interesting thing with this deck is that the fact that like, um, just like the fact that there's no deck that consistently item locks. So a lot of decks don't really respect it. I mean, I think that, there's a few decks that do, but even still, it's just like, yeah, I don't know. That's fine. We still 2 KO it with Tyranitar. Amp. Nice. I would rather stamp them, so okay, that's fine. This is like inconsequential. I don't think I want to set up any more liabilities, so I'll just burn the nest ball. And then just Iono. I mean, I could get stamped from the Iono, but I'll speak of the devil. Yeah, I mean, if I just make them miss a turn, yeah, yeah, I just want to do that. Like they could still just get boss, especially because they have 3 Goldengos out, but like that's fine, honestly. I think I'm gonna set up. Yeah, I'm gonna set up the second Cloak. I think I'm okay dropping this. I already have 2 liabilities on the bench, so this is fine. Maybe I should have just dropped the Larvitar earlier, but yep. All right. Oof, not the prime catcher. I would have liked boss though. I mean, they could still boss. They could still totally boss. So I think my next order of business is to try and get Turo for Pheasantipity. I should have just guarded Iono. Because, like, I'd rather just Arven into Rare Candy. Or Arven for Energy Search or something. Because if they miss boss, then I don't want to Iono them and put them closer to a boss. If that makes sense. Although, I guess if they do have boss, then I would want to Iono them. Especially since I already used my stamp. So, I don't know. I think about which thing knock out. Definitely Dracloak with Air Balloon, buddy. It ain't that hard. I mean, you just arm press here. What? You're retreating? That's insane. That's insane to me. Dude, that cannot be the play. That cannot be the play. There is zero chance that is the play. What? That is insane. No. That cannot be the play. Um I mean, I just knock out the Joltik, right? Like, it'd be nice, but I mean, at this point, I don't really care about the Joltik. Do I hand refresh? I mean, I did send Fez to the bottom. Could be okay. I mean, if I get a counter catcher, then I just knock out the Iron Hands. Yeah, I think I just do that. Discard Superiors? Or Boss? Latios is okay, but... Oh, okay. That's where the boss was hiding. Yep. This is why I wanted Turo. Yeah, I definitely want INO here. I still have one left. So I need 5, 6, 7. So how many energies, right? So They usually run 4 and 4, so they got 3 more of grass and lightning, and then maybe 1 more metal. So 4 energy left. And then they probably have it in hand, and they got Levincia. Okay, yeah, definitely going hard for Iron out here. Just Nest Ball to burn it. Missed. That sucks. Maybe I just Turo. Ooh, we got rid of a superior. That's good. So what? 3 are gone? Sick. Uh-oh, I don't know if you want to do that, buddy. I think I'm just gonna boss. I'm just gonna boss your Genesect, buddy. I mean, you can Turo it, but then it's just like, then what do you do? You can't recover anything. You just have to hope that you get your last boss and I don't discard your superior. That sucks. They probably have game then. I mean, I'm just gonna do what I did, what I said. I'm just gonna boss. We have Arvin. Might as well, sure. Oh, you know what would be really nasty in this deck? Airy. Ooh. Come on, man. Get me the IO. No. There's 3 in there. Come on. Thank you. Actually, maybe. No. Turo was fine. Turo was fine. Can I get the stadium? No stadium. Stadium I want. So. We got 1 in there. Basic. Think I attach. Sure. Superior? Well, I mean, mean, they could still just get their last boss in an energy. Part of me wants to run a Dragapult just so I can, like, avoid taking prizes or whatever. Oh my god. And Superior? Wow, you're so skilled, man. You're so skilled. I don't think you really have the room for that, though. Yeah, the fact that we didn't get the Levincia bump was, like, pretty huge. That's alright. One more. I mean, we could have definitely went down an alternate line. Like, instead of going after the Iron Hands, we could have stuck those energies in play, and then hit one of the Goldengos. Maybe that was the play, actually. Maybe that was the play. Maybe that was the play. That's okay. This is a pretty decent start. I think I'll just buddy for like. Well, there's no way I can retreat with his hands, so I'll just double. So buddy for like double Larvitar or something. I'll save the nest ball for Fez or Badoo. I don't know. Let's see. I definitely want like 2 Turo in this deck though. 2 Turo would be pretty nice. Just like getting a board of just Tyranitars or something. Or maybe I can just like put in a penny or something. I don't know. Interesting. You're still not one of killing a Tyranitar, so I'm not that worried. I think it got like top 16 or no. I think like top 64 or something at Frankfurt. I just think that he thinks that like I'm playing Dragapult, which I'm not, but Maractus. I'm thinking about putting in a Maractus. It seems kind of useful. Although item lock is just super oppressive, so maybe Maractus might not be needed. Although it's nice to like have an alternate win con though. It's all right. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna Badoo then. Badoo Larvitar. I think I'll cape the Larvitar to protect it. If they decide to go aggressive, I have unfair stamp to punish, so I'm not really that worried. Okay, so now you have 230 HP. I think next turn I'm satisfied with Ultra Balling for a Pupitar. The Okie Dokie cannot knock it out, so fine with that. I have Unfair Stamp for draw, so I don't necessarily need to Nest Ball for Fez anymore. Iono's okay. I feel like the hand's kind of dead, though. Let's see what I get off of this. I think I just get the Hilda. So I Ultra Ball for the Pupitar, Hilda, and Stamp next turn. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, they could. It's just totally possible that they don't have the fighting to attack too. So if they don't, that's fine. If they do, then we have a backup plan. So yeah, I'm not really sure how they're going to deal with the 290 HP one prizer. Well, they don't have the fighting, otherwise they'd slam it. Oh man, that sucks. I think here I'm gonna Hilda to thin the deck. Maybe I can get a Poffin off of Recon. Iono's okay. Yeah, I just want to make it so that they can't just boss KO. Or like boss to break item lock. Like unconditional item lock is pretty decent right now. The next turn I can just start swinging with a Tyranitar. I think they're kind of salty that it's just 4 turns of draw pass. Oh man, that's tough, buddy. So I'm gonna recon to see if I can get like an Arven or something. Well, that's good too. Do I have the second? Yeah, okay. So I'm fine doing this. Whew. Ouch. And then if they just pass again, I'll just Iono to hand refresh. Well, probably Dracloak to recon, see if I can get a rare candy, and then Iono. This is pretty miserable on their end. I would not be happy if I was in their position. I don't even think I'm gonna Iono. Their hand sucks. I don't want to put them closer to any energies or anything. I think that they were probably just wasting my time. It's fine. I got time. Just stalling or whatever. It's fine. If you don't drop a basic, you lose next turn. So, yeah, have fun with that, buddy. Sorry that your deck loses to item lock. You can't countercatcher, you have to raw boss. Yeah, they're just wasting time. That's alright. The fact that I made my opponent that salty that they just want to waste time like this, it's a good feeling. You need to deal with your saltiness, buddy. Hold the L. I'm gonna spam emote him. I'm gonna spam emote them. Yeah. Made him rage quit. Let's get it. Get bodied, buddy. You know what? This deck is pretty fun. Maybe we'll do one more. That last deck, I just kind of locked the opponent out. So let's like get an actual developed game. This is interesting. This is definitely a deck I'd take to a challenge. It's a very interesting deck. I think I might just buy the cards after this. After recording this video. This is interesting for sure. I go first? That's fine. I can go rare candy into Tyranitar. I think here I hold the reversal. Yeah, I think I just hold. Yeah, Nest Ball for Dreepy. Yeah. So even if we get Itchy Paw and we have both Brock Scouting and Hilda in hand, so maybe I should have attached the reversal just in case I get Ionoed, but yep, there it is. No. I can't Itchy Paw on you now. Yeah, this sucks. Might lose to them for Itchy Pollen. That's pretty frustrating, but this is what the deck does. Yeah, I think my only chance is just to boss and hope that they can't knock anything out. Or I hope that they can't Itchy Paw on me. Oh. Yep. I mean, Dragapult is one of my worst matchups anyway. Oh, I should have attached Air Balloon. What am I doing, man? It's fine. Ah, the punish. Oh, the punish of not dropping Air Balloon. Ugh, that sucks. Honestly, I kind of hope that they pop the Dusclops so I can Fez. Ooh, yes, we're cooking. We're cooking. Ooh, with a research. Oh my goodness. I think I still Fez first because I want to Arven for Air Balloon if I can. Never mind. Well, I can just get an energy. It's fine. Definitely bump this. I think we just got to be safe. I can't miss. I have to just start a cheap pawning. I mean, or well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's probably better. Yeah, I could TM Evo. It's not great. I think I'd rather just hit cheap pawn. Like I could Dragon Headbutt, but I'd rather not. I don't want to have the Dracloak just out there like that. Yeah, so this is why I run Pokemon League HQ, so that I can't, so that my opponent can't Itchy Pawn for free. So that's pretty huge, honestly. Itchy Pawning for free is pretty huge. So now they have, if they want to keep item locking me, they need to commit an energy. That means that I also need to commit an energy, but I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Because if they're attaching to what's it called? If they're attaching to Badoo, then that means that they're not that they're foregoing their attachment elsewhere. And this is why I run Enhanced Hammer. Okay, we're about to body this fool. All right, let's go. Okay. If we attack, I want to attack twice. Oh, and we top deck the Enhanced Hammer. Disgusting. We can stamp as well. Tar, does that help us at all? Yeah, we can Arven for candy. This could be a misplay. I don't know. Oh, I could have used Brave Bangle. Dang. Could Itchy Pawn Brave Bangle. That would be really good. Well, never mind. I can't because I priced the second one. That's okay. E-Hammer, goodbye. I think I can just hold the Lux Cape. I wouldn't be surprised if they missed an energy attachment. They're down 3 energies. They only got 3 left. They could Hilda for it, I guess. That's a misplay. You definitely just want to smack the Tyranitar. I want a Pal Pad. Do I hope to get an energy off the stamp? Honestly, I kind of feel like I do. I think we burn this. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to drop the Artisan. I don't want to give him Duskull. Dude, what? Wow. What a luck sack. That's insane. Energy research right off the rip. Good job. Good job. No, definitely you go for a Dreepy. I could just candy or something. I think that's it. I could. No, I already used Hilda. Probably should have Turoed. Hmm. Odds that they have boss. I mean, my only play is to retreat into. Maybe the Larvitar. I think that's my only play. Yeah, they just win. What a luck sack, dude. Never missed. I mean, they're probably not. No, they are running rare candy. Oh my gosh. Disgusting. You can always get Turo or Counter Catcher on the monkey, but this sucks. I mean, you don't get the extra prize, buddy. You shouldn't. What? This is from damage from an attack. It's not damage from an attack. That's from an effect. Yeah, okay, good. Jeez. Jeez. Crazy. I mean, I'm still not in a great situation. But then if I Turo, then what? If I get Turo, I don't even have a candy left. Alright. GG, buddy. You just hit the nuts every turn. Good job. You're so skillful. I mean, shows why Dragapult's a bad matchup, but feel like feel like it's definitely doable. What do you do for that matchup? Like the energy makes it so that you can't really fit in counter catcher, like counter gain psychic Clefairy. Plus, without Pidgeot, you're not really able to find your combos. So it's like you just have to stream Tyranitars, which isn't always realistic. The Enhanced Hammer definitely did its job, though. I mean, like, if if uh, if my opponent like didn't get an energy, they would have been boned. So yeah, it's all right. Well, that's the deck. Maybe I might do a Pidgeot update. We'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like and subscribe. Peace.